This is LonelyRS. I'm an Iron Man with the absurd goal of completing the entirety of old school RuneScape. From the collection log to the one-time completable things, welcome to Iron Completionist. It's time to talk about the elephant in the room. This necklace I'm wearing right now. That thing is disgusting. I hate it, it's ugly. Look at it, ugh, gross. Now you guys know over the past year, 2 years, 3 years, I've made mention to the Eternal Glory and how important it is to this series. And also thanks to you guys, and I have an add-on to track how many glories I've charged. We'll talk about that in a minute. But I really want to get this item. If we look at the amount of items that I have left, a lot of them that I'm missing are still coming from clue scrolls, which means a lot of clue scrolls are going to need to be done on this account. And the Eternal Glory, silly as it may sound, does save a good amount of time. It's a huge item. I'd really like to have it. And if we're being honest, it's just a giant flex. Now, thanks to the plugin, I actually can show you guys in game how many glories I have charged now. And it's nothing shy of a very good amount. I went through my spreadsheets and I made sure that the game reflected it accurately. And as you can see, I have charged 52,709 glories so far. The rate of the Eternal Glory is 1 in 25,000. Surprise, we're dry. Oh, shocker. Now, I'm not going to go into crazy detail. Iron Men can only charge 700 to 800 per hour. It's a very slow process. But by the end of this video, I want to be at 75,000 glories charged, which will be 3 times the drop rate. If we don't have it by then, we'll take a break and come back to it another time, but hopefully we have it by then. Now, there's going to be some other grinds I'll introduce along the way, but for now, I'm going to at least just spend a day just kind of charging glories and relaxing a little bit. The other thing I want to be doing aside from charging glories in this video is actually going to Yama. Now, I do have TOB on the horizons for this account. It's been a long time since I've been back there, but from my understanding, Oathplate is really good anywhere where you are slashing, and TOB is literally nothing but slashing. So it would probably be pretty good to have that, even though it doesn't make as big of a difference for me since I'm not a scythe owner yet. That being said, let's go do some Yama. It's been a while. All right, so rusty is the word I'm gonna go with there. Very rusty. Wait, a 452 solo? Hold up, that's fast as fuck. Ooh. Little dossier. What's in it? Boom. Oh, familiar acquisition contracts. Now, if I get very good, this, I think, just makes the chance of the pet ridiculously common in those. It's not a guaranteed pet, which would be really cool. I understand why people were opposed to that. I think it would be really cool, but I don't think I've had that one yet. I know you don't like it when I do this, Mr. Editor, but I think the people always like seeing the orange beams. I mean, come on. Orange beam, always nice. Also, 12 Oathplate shards being worth more than a whip is weird to me, but I mean, it makes sense. It's just strange. Another dossier. I mean, these contracts are going to be nice for whenever I do eventually go for Radiant Oathplate. I don't think that'll be anytime soon, but hey, maybe after I'm done with Yama, I'll decide to go get him. Who knows? Ooh, hello. Getting lucky on the Oathplate shards today. Alright, awful kill, but I get rewarded with more Oathplate shards. Interesting. You know, scuffed equals stuff or something. Ooh. Little dossier. What is in the little pamphlet today? Divine Severance. Alright. Ooh. Now, I don't know how many of these I'm going to need, but every barrel of demonic tallow is going to be useful in the future. I'm pretty sparing with the way I use my surge potions right now, but I'm sure there will be plenty of uses for them, or plenty of places I'll want to use them. So, a little forgotten lockbox action. What's in it? Let's see. Oathplate shards. It's actually pretty sure I got that on the very last kill too, but I went and I was messing with some plugins. Okay, it was a couple kills ago, but I was messing with some plugins, so I'll take that. Now, before I carry on killing Yama, there's actually something I want to take a brief detour to do, and that's actually go check out the Duke. And there's a few reasons for this, but the main one being, I actually haven't been back there since they did the whole gold ring to signify where you're at on the vestige thing, and I'm kind of curious because I still don't have a magus ring, and this would probably be a pretty good place for it. All right. 2 gold rings. 2 gold rings is actually, that's huge. I think I might genuinely want to just stay at Duke until I get that vestige then. Like, I feel like that might be worth it. I can already predict some of the arguments now. Why would you not do Yama before Duke? Because Oathplate is really good at Duke. Well, if you want the honest answers, because this is just the roundabout nature of the game, Magus Ring will help me at Yama, for the way I like to do Yama anyway. Oathplate will help me at Duke. I mean, they both have to get done at some point eventually, and right now, Duke just sounds really fun to me. It's been a long time since I've been here, and this is actually a boss that I kind of like, so I've been meaning to come back here for a minute. Why not do it now? Ooh, take a little Awakener's Orb. The more the merrier with these things. Now that we have full Torva. for the future. Actually didn't realize it, but I've already passed 1100 KC here. Also, Dragon Arrow Tips, that is a gorgeous drop. I love to see that. Look, I liked Duke the way it was before. I thought it was fine, but Duke with these changes, oh my God, it is so nice, bro. This is just like, I've been here for like, I don't know, an hour, 2 hours, maybe even 3 at this point. I'm enjoying it. I'm genuinely just having fun doing the boss, which is kind of nice, man. Noodled right at the end. Nice, we still got it. 40 seconds, that's the GM Duke time, and then barely took any time at all. Well, unfortunately, I don't think these things are super relevant anymore. That is a roll on the rare table, a chromium ingot, though I'm going to double check because I'm pretty sure you can just craft these now, I think. I remember reading about it a while ago. Okay, yeah, hilariously enough, with the rune and adamant I've had in this inventory alone, which to be fair is a pretty crazy inventory, I could actually make a chromium ingot. So they're more or less dead content. Ooh, okay, I'll take an Awakener's Orb, though. Those are always going to be nice to see. Dragon, late legs. That's always just a ridiculous drop to see on the ground. Ooh. Again, the 7 dragon legs, bro. Hey, 38 seconds. New PB. Oh, that's got to be another PB. 35 seconds. Huge PB. Oh, there it is, baby! Right after the PB, the magus. Vestige. All right, I'm actually pretty elated. We weren't even here for all that long. That was like, I don't know, I think I've been here for like maybe a day's worth of playtime for me. So like, I don't know, 6 to 8 hours or something like that since coming back. Obviously, I didn't get 1,200 kills in 6 to 8 hours, but what a fantastic way to start my day. That is amazing. Now, the only thing we're missing from Duke is the pet. And honestly, I'll come back for that when I have a scythe because I can only imagine the kills are way faster. It also kind of means that maybe now I should go start poking at Whisperer at some point because this is the only boss that I haven't gotten the vestige from now and I've barely touched. However, with the Eye of a Yak, maybe it's not that bad. So I'll put that on my list. See if I remember how to do this. I think I got all the stuff that I need. I could be wrong, but I decided to just take out just about every single thing I think I could possibly need. So I'm pretty sure I have to chisel down the Seer's Ring to make the icon thing. And then I use this on the vestige. Yes. And then I just smith it. Yeah, magus ring. Boom. Sweet. That is officially max mage gear. Yeah, I know what you're gonna say, but that is max mage. Shut up. First of all, I gotta say, that looks beautiful. Like the Altor, the Magus, and the Venator ring. That's sick. But also, that is actually max mage gear. I mean, like, the only thing, you know, that we're technically missing from max mage would be the shadow. However, in terms of the gear itself, I have max. And I gotta admit, it looks pretty good. Like, I'm pretty happy with that. Obviously, the Magus Ring is significantly more impactful when you have a shadow, but in case you guys were wondering, this thing has a 15 accuracy bonus and a 2% magic strength. Now, you might think 2% is not that crazy. However, the other ring, which is the Seer's Ring and what I had before, only has, I believe, a 0.5%. So that's a pretty sizable upgrade, and I'm definitely happy about it. This is actually also really hyped me up for another grind that involves mage that I haven't done yet, and I think I'll save that one for the next video. Obviously, I'm not done with this video, but let's get back to some Yama and some glory charging. Hey, nice. That's a new collection log. Huge. Soul Flame Horn. Now, the Soul Flame Horn is a kind of weird weapon, to be honest with you. It's not necessarily a weapon itself as much as it's just used for its special attack, which allows you to buff yourself and other players around you with a guaranteed hit on your next attack within a very short time frame. So essentially, it's kind of like a assistance weapon when you're in team content. Now, the downside of that is that if I'm the one using this, I'm also having less special attack myself, which kind of allocates me to the role of spec bitch. I don't really want to be the spec bitch, but I will if I have to because I'm a team player most of the time. It is useful though. I don't think I'll use it as often as a main account will because I do a lot of content solo, but it is useful. Dossier. What do we say? We say Contract of Harmony Acquisition. Ironically, I think that's the one for the Soul Flame Horn. Yeah, so I just double checked. A little unfortunate because the Contract of Harmony acquisition is the one for the Soul Flame Horn. And the worst part about this, the chance of the Harmony acquisition contract is actually the same as the Contract of Oathplate acquisition, which exactly as it sounds like is the one where if you successfully complete it, you get a guaranteed piece of Oathplate. That stings a little bit, but I'm also not sure how the Oathplate acquisition works anyway, because chances are I could end up just getting a duplicate piece of what I already have, but still, a little unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Bloodied Blows? Cool. We'll take it. The more of these contracts I stack up, the better, because when I do go for Radiant Oathplate, I don't want to have to go and camp the demons outside of here for contract. It's probably still better than grinding out Awakener's Orbs. Well, would you look at that? We just passed 60,000 glories charged, so we've done about like 8 to 10,000 this video so far. Still no dice, but really not a whole lot else to record here. This is all you do. Ooh, 300 Onyx Bolt Tips in one solo trip. That's very nice. Oh, alright. Did not expect to get Yama Speed Chaser there. Sweet. I'm just doing some duos. Nice. Now, usually I've been doing solos up until this point. Some duos here and there, but still primarily solo. Duo is honestly just so chill. I mean, right, who would have imagined? The duo boss is better as a duo than it is as a solo. What a crazy revelation, Dave. But I'm kind of enjoying it, so if I can find duo partners, you'll probably see me doing that instead of soloing. Little lockbox action. Boom. Dragonplate skirt. The lockbox. Anything in it? Boom. Darts. No way. I just got a second stale bag. Bro, that is so funny. I'm just doing my little glory charges, and anytime I see the sandwich lady, I always check just to see if it's a bag ad, right? Because you have to check just for fun. But now I can go to the random events tab and I can say that I've had 2 stale baguettes. That's hilarious. No. No. It's the only fucking one I have, man. It's the only one I have and I get a dupe. Fuck off. Bro, that fucking really sucks. The only piece I have and it's a fucking duplicate, bro. Ugh. So, something I didn't know, maybe it always existed, maybe it didn't, I'm not really sure, is that you can actually break down extra pieces of Oathplate for 50 Oathplate shards. Now, that's really not a lot because you need 450 Oathplate shards to make a piece of Oathplate, but it does mean that there's some kind of level of consolation of having dupes, and if I end up going 2 out of 3 and have a little over 400 shards at that point, then I can break down whatever duplicate piece I have to make the third one. I'm assuming that would still count for the collection log, but I'm honestly not sure. All right, actually, I take back my previous statement. I will probably never break down this Oathplate chest, and it's for one simple reason. Apparently, if you craft a piece of Oathplate, even on an Iron Man, where you had to have gotten the drops yourself, it wouldn't count for the collection log. My hot take, it probably should, but if that's the way that it works, then I don't really see any point in me breaking down this item when I could drop it over to my main or get 90 million gold in my death coffer. So that, or if I end up getting the legs next, I'll probably just come back to Yama in the future to get the helmet, because maybe they'll change that. I don't know. We'll see. Yo! I was just looking at my screen and I see myself pull a rock golem. An interesting little addition to this video. I needed a little break. I needed something just AFK on the side, and I've just been mining some Amethyst for a handful of hours today. Honestly, don't really know what else to say about that. That's pretty cool. You know, the only downside to this is that Amethyst mining now feels significantly less productive. That being said, if we take a look at the skilling pets that I'm missing, it's now just the Heron and the Chompy. Chompy's obviously, that's not AFK at all, but the Heron is probably something that'll end up on my AFK list at some point here. Well, for now though, I'm gonna keep mining these amethysts because I still need to re-up on a bunch of my amethyst arrows after what Doom did to my stack. I used to have like so many of them, now I'm down to like 20k or something. I'd like to get that back up to like 100k. That'll take a while though, but this is a good AFK activity regardless. Alright, my turn for the RNG. Lockbox time. Boom, collection log. Fuck. Something that kind of sucks about the Oathplate realization, and that it wouldn't give me collection log slots to just make the Oathplate, is that the entire bad luck protection system now doesn't really impact me at all, which means that getting Oathplate shards as a drop just doesn't really feel great. It's kind of just an empty drop. Sure, it would let me make the Oathplate in advance, but when it comes to actually completing the boss, it's not really speeding anything up for me. Lockbox, GL. Boom, darts. Not bad. Alright. Boom, more darts. Yes! Let's go! New item! Fucking Oathplate legs, baby! Woo! Let's go! Shout out for Lutz, bringing me the good luck. Also, that item sprite looks disgusting, but Oathplate legs is huge. Technically, it means I don't really need any more Yama, because I don't think the helm's that useful, but we'll talk about it in a minute once I'm done with this trip. A lot of my kills here are solo, and yet the majority of the ones you guys, I think actually every time you guys have seen me get a drop, I've been in a team. But I do kind of enjoy doing teams more, if I'm being honest with you, but you know, sometimes people just aren't available. I make the same mistake I made at Doom, and that's where I'm gonna say, you know what? So far, we're actually doing incredibly well here. I'm only missing the Oathplate helmet now, and I mentioned this earlier, but I'm fairly certain in almost every circumstance, the Oathplate helmet's actually really not that great because the Torva helm is just better. I'm not sure if that only applies with the scythe or if that applies with everything. But that being said, Oathplate legs are absolutely huge and kind of the last thing I was looking for before, let's say, opening up a little bit of Theater of Blood that I haven't done since like 2019. So I'm going to be really rusty. Don't judge me. For now, though, I think I'm going to take a little break from Yama. We'll probably finish up in the next video or two. I've been spending a little bit of time here. I want to go finish out all those glory charges. All right, next, a little milestone with glory charging. This is going to be 6,000, or not 6,500. I'm off by a digit. This is going to be 65,000 glories charged. 10k more to go for my goal for the video. So I'll see you in like 15 hours, baby. And boom, that is 70,000 glories charged, which means I have spent around 100 or so hours just charging glories. That's a productive use of my life. In truth, I didn't really expect to actually get here, or I guess I should just say I was really hoping I would never actually get to this point, but that is 75,000 glories charged. So that puts us at just over 3 times the rate for the Eternal Glory, and honestly, that's the last bit of sanity I can dedicate to this grind for this current go of it. I mean, that's like 30-ish hours in this video that I've put towards this with no luck. It is what it is. I can't get every item before the drop rate. Definitely not gonna just stay here for another like several weeks and charge glories and do nothing else. That would probably burn me out. Despite that though, we did end up with some really cool items this video. We have what we need from Yama for now, Oathplate chest and legs, and of course we also got the magus ring, which is the last piece of mage armor that I needed for max mage. I know what you're gonna say. Stop typing that comment. I know what you're gonna say. Don't even type it. Just don't even type it. Don't do it. The Eternal Glory evades us once again, but you know what? Maybe next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and a comment. It goes a very long way to helping me in the algorithm. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.